you everybody who is watching this video? My name is Olenjolai Singo. I would like to say first of all, thank you for inviting me and welcome me in your house, in your smartphones, in your mobile, in your iPad, in your computer, in your desktop computer, in your laptop, in your smart TV, in any electronic device that you are receiving this stuff. I would like to thank you for taking the opportunity to welcome me. I'm from United Republic of Tanzania. I'm a Tanzanian, and this is my this is our national flag. We'd like to welcome for those guests of United Republic of Tanzania. I would like to take this moment also because you have made a right choice to welcome you into our online school that is called Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary Schools in square bracket Olenjolai M. Okay, Olenjolai M. Yes, I think that's better if you include that. And then we have the YouTube channel, but the best way is Olenjolai without this M. So in square bracket, you make sure to find Olenjolai without M. So and Olenjolai, that's my name. And then we would like to welcome you also our YouTube channel that's called Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary Schools in square bracket Olenjolai. We have 3 departments in these schools. The first department is called Basic Mathematics, where we teach 4 subjects. Basic Mathematics for Form 1, Basic Mathematics for Form 2, Basic Mathematics for Form 3, Basic Mathematics for Form 4. And then we have another department that is called Physics, right? Or ordinary or level physics. That is, we teach Physics Form 1, Physics Form 2, Physics Form 3, Physics Form 4. Also, we have another 3rd department for this moment, which is called the Departments of Chemistry, right? So we used to teach chemistry for Form 1, chemistry for Form 2, chemistry for Form 3, chemistry for Form 4. So we are teaching almost 4 classes in Department of Chemistry. Well, again, we have some other, in future we have some additional departments in this, in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School. So stay connected. I would like to remind you about the vision that we have in this online school. This is an online school, so it's not a physical school, where we teach students nationalized. We have the focus of, it's a local place, actually, that is a local institutions like the way it is, or the local schools, but we have a big vision to cover the entire nations of United Republic of Tanzania, and even to cover the world continents of Africa, and even some other continents, Europeans, American, and the Asia and Australia. So the visions we have in this online school is actually the vision that we have. We would like to incubate or prepare a community of students who can take the classroom instruction combined with the spiritual knowledge of the Word of God, of the living God. Okay, combine them together and then use the knowledge which have been extracted from the education that the students used to earn in the formal schools in order to solve real life problems. So our main objective is to see our students, whether when they are continuing on their studies or once they have graduated with this level or to the next level, because we are teaching almost 4 levels of educations: ordinary level, advanced level, diploma level, and a graduate level. In case of the spiritual, also we have 2 schools, which is called the Ufalme Mbinguni Umekaribia Tanzania, and the other one is called the Kingdom of Heaven Comes in Tanzania. Kingdom of Heaven Come in Tanzania. So there we train students about the Word of God and then how they can combine with the education they get in the classroom and solve the real life problems. So passing for exams is just one of our specific objectives. We want to help students to understand what we are going to teach them. So we are going to actually to simplify these mathematics and science subjects, which seems like a difficult subject even at the time when we were in school. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to use different teaching aids, different teaching approach, different teaching techniques. We are going to solve many questions as well as we can, so that to make sure we keep our students and they'll be able to answer any questions, whether in the test exams or in the annual exams or in the terminal exams or in the mock exams or in the final exams. Believe me that you are going to solve all of those problems in mathematics, physics, and chemistry. So that's the main vision that we have in our mind. But our main objective to see our students solving real life problems, because we came in this planet in order to solve problems and not to add problems. whether one problem or it can be solve more than one problem. For example, these programs that I'm doing right now by using the digital device and digital technology to deliver the knowledge into the entire nations from one place. I record the contents by using the high multimedia devices and spread it into the entire nation or worldwide through the internet. This is the one of the problems that God has planned me to solve for the benefit of my nation. Again, another thing that this material might be useful elsewhere in the world, in any continents, as I say, but our main focus will be focusing on the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania. Well, that is a brief introduction. Then we have a subject of the day that's called basic mathematics. The main topic is coordinate geometry. This is the first topic for the Form 4, and this contest is for the Form 4 or Class 12 in some of the countries, right? We have session 01, the general introductions of coordinate geometry. Again, this is the a phone number, telephone number, mobile number, or telephone number in case that you feel from your heart that maybe you want to offer God your thanksgiving, free willing thanksgiving of an amount in order for you to be a part of this program. So you can offer to this one. Again, for all level, all the three subjects, we teach all the three subjects. We teach physics, chemistry, and mathematics, basic mathematics for the Form 1 in two languages, Swahili and English. But we teach all the remaining 9 subjects from Form 2 to Form 4 by using the English language because that's the official language for learning in United Republic of Tanzania. So those are the piece of information. Make sure that also, just a quick review, I'll do a quick review of session 00. Well, so let us go to the business because I wanted to give you a brief introduction and now we have a brief introductions. I'll come back to you again after a short time. The quick review in session 00, basically, we made the general introduction, right? General introductions of the school, how you can join the schools. Okay, you should have an email. So the ways of joining, first of all, you should have either the Gmail or the Yahoo mail. So you should have an email. If you have an email, you spend almost 3 minutes to have your own email. That will be useful for you. Okay, and then I shared with you about the big picture, my big picture of 40 of maths. What the big picture in my mind about mathematics. Then afterwards, I took you into reference books that are useful for basic applied mathematics for the Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4, but especially for the Form 4. So basically, so reference books. Here we had 2 groups. We had textbooks and we had a question and answers book. Okay. Again, afterwards means I presented about the topics, right? The topics or yes, the topics or chapters of 40 of basic mathematics Form 4. Right? How many are they? 8. The first one is called what? Coordinate geometry. So you have coordinate geometry, and then you have area and volumes. You have against and dimensional, etc., etc. But the last one is called the coordinate geometry. So the last one is called what? Linear programming. So I insist you, before you continue to watch lecture or session 1 of general introductions of coordinate geometry, I insist you to watch this session 00, the general introductions of basic mathematics for Form 4. Make sure to watch this still in our YouTube channels at Tanzania Online or Level Secondary Schools in square bracket Olenjolai. So make sure you watch it before you come because I've explained a lot of preliminary or introductory concepts. Again, when we need serious students, so when we'll be learning this subject, I would like to insist your students to have at least something in your hands. So first of all, we like to ask you that to take your syllabus book. That it has been written basic mathematics syllabus for ordinary secondary education. So this is the syllabus that we have, right? So this is the syllabus that we have, and this is the so syllabus for what? Basic mathematics syllabus for ordinary secondary education from 1 to Form 4. I've explained to you, so you should make sure that you have it at your hands so you can be examining or checking what's going on. Again, we insist you to have at least one textbook that's called what secondary basic mathematics. So this is the one of the textbook that we should have. But also you may have this one, Mathematics for Secondary Schools, Form 4 students books, and this is published by the Oxford. So you can have either, at least you should have. But again, I forgot, but you should have your textbook, it means review, basic mathematics review. So you may have all of those. Again, you should have your pen, your ruler, your exercise book like this one, so that you'll be writing step to step what we are going to learn. Okay, so if that's the case, let us go to the business right now. Where are we going to start? Well, according to my manufacturer, the gods who live forever and ever, who have given me this, who have employed me in this business. Okay, so he asked me to begin from the syllabus book. We open the syllabus book first of all. So this is the syllabus book. So it means that I want to mention about the subtopics. Okay, subtopic of coordinate geometry. But before that, I would like just to present to you so in case you don't have a textbook, or you don't have a syllabus like this one, or you don't have question and answers books, you can order them online. Just read the description, show more in this video, and then you will see how much does it cost you. And then how much does it cost you, so you can order it. Okay, we have class level competence. So this is page 107. So in page 107, we find what. So this is page 107. So this is the syllabus for the Form 4, class level competence, class level objectives. So you have to make sure that you go through them. Just need to read the class level competences. Students should have the ability to solve, one, to solve general mathematical problems on coordinate geometry. 2, perform mathematical experiments and predict the outcomes. 3, compute surface area and volumes of objects. 4, draw graphs and three-dimensional figures. 5, do computations on matrices and vectors. And then students should have the class level objectives. Okay? So those are the objectives. So again, we have this topic. So the first thing which I would like to present subtopics of what? Of coordinate geometry, right? Of coordinate geometry, not according to me, but this is according to the syllabus, according to the syllabus of what? Syllabus of basic mathematics, according to basic mathematics syllabus. So we begin like that once, according to the basic mathematics syllabus. Basic mathematics syllabus, called the basic mathematics syllabus. Okay, called the basic mathematics syllabus. Basic mathematics syllabus for ordinary secondary education. For ordinary secondary education. Okay? And this is, you have to look for page 137. From page 137, and this takes place for coordinate geometry to 140. So should have. So then we say that there are four subtopics. There are four subtopics of coordinate geometry. So I'm building the foundations of coordinate geometry, that you should make sure that you maintain it. This is very important topic for the rest of your life in mathematics. Whether after your graduations of ordinary secondary schools, which Form 4, you will take a route to diploma, you will study the topic of coordinate. Whether you take a route to advanced level, you will study coordinate geometry in Form 5 and also in Form 6. For diploma, if you'll be taking the engineering or certificate courses, you'll make some modules that call the basic engineering mathematics or basic certificate mathematics. You learn coordinate geometry in first year and coordinate geometry in third year. I have also YouTube channels where I'm teaching also students of those levels. I'm teaching advanced mathematics with a school that called TANZANIA Online Advanced Secondary Schools, and we have a YouTube channel that you can access now, TANZANIA Online A Level. You just change here all and you replace all by A, Seti Schools in square bracket Olenjolai M. See? So you have for the diploma, it's called the Online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania, square bracket Olenjolai M. So you'll enjoy the beauty of mathematics for the rest of your life. So there's the 4 subtopics of coordinate geometry according to what? According to basic mathematics syllabus for ordinary secondary education. Okay? So let us go. So there are 4 subtopics as we say. The first one is called the 1.1. Let me bring this page near to the lens so you can see it, so you can trust what I'm telling you. So this is page what? 138. You see, 138. And then the first column is topic, and the topic has been written as what? Coordinate geometry, right? Coordinate geometry. I can bring even closer and closer like that one. Yes, I think that now you see. Topic is coordinate geometry. Subtopics is 1.1, equation of the line. Specific objective, this one. Teaching and learning strategy, teaching and learning resources, assessment, number of periods 3. Right? So 3 periods are required for this subtopic. So the first subtopic is called the equation of a line. So we have to teach you the equation of a line, how you can find the equation of a line. The second subtopic is called the midpoint of a line. Midpoint, say midpoint. Midpoint of a line. So we'll teach you how to find the midpoint of a line segment. Line segment. So in the next sessions, I will teach you how you can find the midpoint of the line segment. 1.3, I will teach you also how you can find distance between 2 points, distance between 2 points, okay, between 2 points on a plane, between 2 points on a plane, distance between 2 points on a plane. And then the fourth and last subtopic is called the parallel. I'm going to teach you about parallel and the perpendicular lines. So perpendicular lines, and you have to keep this knowledge for the rest of your life. Perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines, very important concept. Perpendicular lines. Okay, so that's the first thing that I wanted to present. The second thing for the session 1 that I want to present, I want to present specific objectives, specific objectives for each topic or for each subtopic. For each subtopic, right? So specific objectives for each subtopics. Okay, so we begin with the first year according to the syllabus. This is according to the basic mathematics syllabus. Basic mathematics syllabus of what? Syllabus for ordinary secondary education from 1 to Form 4. So the first is specific. The first subtopic is called the equation of a line. There is only one specific objective here, and I would like to quote. At the end of this subtopic, is the way that this sentence used to say, the student should be able, so I'm quoting, the student at the end of this concept, at the end of learning the concepts of, or the subtopic of equation of a line, the student should be able to do what? To derive a general equation. Derive general equation. General equation, okay? Of a straight line. Of a straight line. Of a straight line. That's the end of the quote. So you should be able to derive the general equations of the straight line. So I'll teach you. Don't worry. We'll make that specific objective together. The second specific objective is in the second subtopic, which is called midpoint of a line. So midpoint. This might be something new in your mind for a teacher to present to you about the syllabus of basic mathematics, the syllabus of physics, the syllabus of chemistry. It may be a new song for you. It's likely, like even to ourselves, that teachers, they used to come and start a topic, then they finish, then they leave. They don't tell you anything about the syllabus. But that is due to I cannot just say that I cannot say that maybe what they are doing is they're not doing right, but we differ. And the way that we've been called by God, we differ. And the way that the style that we use to teach students, we also use different styles. However, that our main objective is to help the students to understand what we are teaching about. But for me, this is the boundary. And this is the boundary, and this showing me the route, and showing me the destinations where should I take you. I know a lot. I know a lot about coordinate geometry, more than these 4 subtopics. But once that I will teach you anything about coordinate geometry, I can overdose you. But with this syllabus, give me the guidance and give me a limitation. So midpoint of a line segment. Midpoint of a line segment. Of a line segment. Midpoint of a line segment. We have one specific objective, right? A specific objective. So this one means we want to know specific objective. It's just like here. This is the specific objective, right? Specific objective. There's only one specific objective there. And even here also, we have only one specific objective. So this one, we call it the student's quote. The student, at the end of this subtopic, the student should be able, you should be able to do it. To determine the coordinates, I have to teach you, determine the coordinates. Mathematics is beautiful. Determine the coordinates, okay? The coordinates of what? The coordinates of the midpoint. Coordinates of midpoint of a line segment. 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 of a line segment, of a line segment, a line segment, right? That is the second specific, or the first specific objective, and this is the end of quotation. So we go for 1.3, specific objective. What is the specific objective of learning what? Specific objective of learning the last or the third distance of this subtopic that's called distance between what? Distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. Okay, distance between 2 points on a plane. On a plane. Okay? On a plane. So the specific objective is this one. So it will be only one. The student should be able to calculate the distance between 2 points on a plane. Be able to calculate the distance between 2 points. Between 2 points on a plane. On a plane. So that is the specific, one of the specific objectives. Again, 1.4, like what specific objective. So like again, to take you 1.4 into specific, present specific objectives now. It's more than one. I mentioned one, and once I will leave the blank for students to fill himself or herself by using this book of learning parallel lines, parallel and perpendicular lines, parallel and the perpendicular lines. Okay, so the specific objective is like this. I quote, the student should be able to compute gradients. You have to make sure that you are able to compute gradients in order to determine the conditions for any two lines. any two lines to be parallel. To be parallel. That is one of the specific objectives. The student should be able to A, compute gradients in order to determine the conditions for any two lines to be parallel, and then B, this will leave blank for students to fill that blank. So you have to take the syllabus book, open the page that I've mentioned from 137, 138, 139, okay, did 137, you read it, 138, and 139, and 140. So you'll find that specific objective for you. And that is those are the specific objectives now require the students to meet once you've completed the topic of coordinate geometry for the 4-4. How many are they? So in the first thing, so we had the one, the specific. So we had this is one, right? One specific objective, the second specific objective, the third specific objective, the fourth specific objective, the fifth specific objective. So every teacher who is going to teach you coordinate geometry for the Form 4, he or she has to make sure that he or she is going to meet those specific objectives, and even sometimes he or she has to take you beyond of those specific objectives so that you become victorious and even become competent in any questions of coordinate geometry. So that is a piece of information that I wanted to share with you in this session. Another piece of information, after knowing those specific objectives, I gained another interesting point is this. I would like to mention contents or topics, no, contents or concepts. Okay, contents or concepts of coordinate geometry. The concept that I'm going to teach you step to step. I took the entire topic of coordinate geometry with a focus of this syllabus and specific objective and subtopics. Then I broke the entire topic of coordinate geometry into small chunks, which I call them contents or concepts of what? Of coordinate geometry. But we are going to take one after the another of coordinate geometry. Of coordinate geometry. The first one I'm going to teach you the general introductions of the coordinate geometry. This is what I'm teaching you right now. General introduction of coordinate geometry. Right? So one of these specific objectives is still general introduction, coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry. The second concept that we are going to teach, I'm going to teach you, this 1.1 and 1.2, is I'm going to teach you about the concept called gradients of the line. Gradient or slope of the straight line. Of the straight line, let me specify, because you can have also gradients of the curve, of straight line. Okay? Then the next subtopic is 1.3. This is called equation of a line. So we are going to teach about the equation of 40 of a line. Then we have 1.4. So 1.4, we're going to teach about what? Slopes of parallel lines to x-axis. slopes of parallel lines to x-axis. One point five slopes of parallel lines to x-axis. Then midpoint of a line segment. 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 That is 1.5 midpoints of a line segment. Distance between, and hence the next concept. So this will be touching. So it means 1.1 to 1.4 is all about the first subtopic, equation of a line. Hence 1.6 will teach you about the second subtopic. Okay, and hence we'll take you straight forward to the distance, to the third subtopic, which is distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. So distance between 2 points. Then we go for 1.7. We'll teach you about 2 points on a plane. On a plane. Then we have parallel and perpendicular lines. Parallel and perpendicular lines. Parallel and perpendicular lines. Then we have 1.8. This we call the parallel lines. Parallel lines. And then the last is subtopic, which is 1.9. We are going to teach about perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines, but the last subtopic which you may even do in every problem solving. We may do in every concept, or in every concept, or in every contents, or in every subtopic, just to call it in every concept, problem solving, or coordinated geometry. So when we reach there, we might even solve almost 30 examples, if I'm not mistaken, or more than 30 examples. But really, this is the business we have to make sure that we execute it. So get prepared, stay focused, don't worry, nothing is difficult. Mathematics is beautiful. You have to keep on your love on it, or you have to keep your love on it. In case that you lost it, you can restore your love of basic mathematics and even mathematics in general. So you can stay on, you can enjoy the beauty of basic mathematics. And that's one of our intentions, or one of our specific objective, that we want to make sure that the students love basic mathematics, regardless of the challenges they're experiencing on learning it. It's a beautiful subject, and even it is an updated subject compared to even all other subjects that you are learning in your ordinary level and even the next level. Okay, so then next now, the next part after I present these contents and concepts, I would like to take you to some of, just let me mention some of application of coordinate geometry, then I will take you on to the, what the prerequisite of this topic. It is the knowledge of fundamental coordinate geometry. Will be used effectively to understand coordinate geometry for the Form 4, Form 5 and ordinary diploma. So the prerequisite for this topic is coordinate geometry of Form 1. That makes sure to remember. The postrequisite, this topic, you will continue on learning the higher level of coordinate geometry when you'll be, when for example you go for your advanced level educations, or you go for the diploma in scientific or engineering courses or engineering programs. For example, chemical engineering, diploma in computer, diplomas in telecommunication engineering. You are going to meet with the topic of coordinates. So I insist you that to make sure you preserve and you store what I'm going to teach you from the first session to the last sessions of coordinate geometry. So let's read objectives for studying coordinate geometry, or what are the applications of coordinate geometry. Why do we have to study introductions of coordinate geometry? The following are some of the applications of coordinate geometry in real life. Should I mention? Yes, okay, I think that let me mention this. So I can write a small subtitle. Why are we studying coordinate before even we know what the means of coordinate? But the best thing that yes, should know first what the meanings of coordinate, meanings of geometry, the meanings of coordinate, and also what the meanings of the entire coordinate geometry. Then should come to applications. How we go to applications so I understand even the phenomena. This we know the definitions of it, so we can relate to the application that we have. So we have some of the terminology. The first one is the terminology that we call geometry. Say geometry. Say geometry. This is the one of the terminology which is very important. It's called geometry. 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 The fundamental question, which is always the first question, or question one, is this: what is geometry? What do you understand when you hear about geometry? What does it mean, geometry? Geometry. Geometry. By 2 definitions of geometry, you can even find more than those 2. The first definition is that geometry, we say that is the oldest branch of mathematics that deals with the measurement, that deals with this measurement also it deals with, so it deals with measurement, deals with properties, deals with properties and the relationship of the point, relationships of points, relationship of lines, relationship of lines, and relationship of angles, relationship of surfaces, and solids. Or okay, so you say that geometry is the oldest branch of mathematics that deals with this measurement, properties, and relationship of points, lines, angles, surfaces, and solids. So it's the oldest branch of mathematics. We have many branches of mathematics. One of the branches is what? Geometry. Another branch is what? Algebra. Another branch of mathematics is what? Probability. Another branch of mathematics is what? Statistics. Another branch of mathematics is what? Calculus. Another branch of mathematics is what? Again, we have another branch we call analytical mathematics. Okay, so you have many branches of another branch of mathematics is what? Mathematical logic. You see, so you have so many branches of what? Of mathematics. Another branch of mathematics is what? Complex number and complex variables. So those are the branches of what? Of mathematics. So geometry also, this is the branch of mathematics that deals with measurement, okay, properties, and relationships between what? So it deals with anything, measurements. So it's a branch of mathematics that deals with measurements of points, lines, angles, surfaces, and solids. But it also deals with properties of points, lines, angles, surfaces, and solids. Also it deals with what? Relationships between points, lines, angles, surfaces, and and solid. So it's a broad branch of mathematics. It's the oldest. It has begun with Euclidean geometry, Egyptians and Babylonians. Those are the oldest, or those are the we call them earliest geometry, because a person who studies geometry is called geometer. So here again, I found again a second definition, which states that geometry is a branch. So it's a branch of mathematics. It is the branch of mathematics concerned, okay, with property, with the properties and relation. And relations, right? And relations of points. Relations of points, okay? Relations of lines, relations of surfaces, relations of what? Of solids, and higher dimensional analogies. Higher dimensional analogies. Higher dimensional analogies. So you say this is a branch of mathematics concerned with the properties of relations of points, lines, surfaces, solids, and higher dimensional analogies. So that's the second definition of 40 of geometry. Do you like geometry? Can you call your firstborn geometry? Okay, tell me in the comment section if you can do that. Okay, so that is the first terminology. The second terminology, which you find also in the name of the topic, is coordinate. What the meanings of the word coordinate? Coordinate. So we have the word coordinate. So we have a fundamental question. This will be question 3 or question 2. Define the term or the word. So define the term coordinate. And this one we have to specify coordinate in mathematics, because you have coordinate in chemistry, you have coordinates in some areas of real life. Okay, so I found one of interesting definition. Coordinate. So the word coordinate, because you know that somebody say, I'm teaching you coordinate geometry. What the meaning of geometry first? What the meaning of coordinate? What the meaning of coordinate geometry? Before you get deeper. So coordinate is a set. So it's a set of what? It's a set of values the set of values that shows or show an exact position. An exact position. Yes, that shows an exact position. So it's a set of values that show an exact position. An exact position, mainly an exact position in the plane, in the two-dimensional plane. Two-dimensional plane. Very important keyword. So the word coordinate first, you want to offer your free-willing thanksgiving to God through this program. Then you may use that telephone number 0759745331, or you can click the Show More button. Then you will see the bank accounts, how you can offer your thanksgiving through the bank account. So you'll be participating on the running cost for this program. So to make sure that many sessions or many videos of Form 4 will be in air. So it will be in air, so will be in air through the internet. So it's a very expensive example. If you ask you that to pay the exactly amount of money for me to teach you this stuff, you could have already paid a lot of amount of money. But this is my thanksgiving to my Father, who has given me a gift of teaching and built it in me, just like a swimming has been built, just like how he has built the swimming in the fishes, because you have never seen a fish attending the swimming school. Interesting. Okay? So that's what I wanted to let you know. So you can offer thanksgiving. It's not mandatory. We offer this stuff free of charge at the moment. So we like to say to God, thank you for revealing these secrets to us. So you still continue on graphs. Or graphs. It is usually a pair of numbers. So coordinate, it is usual a pair of numbers. It's usually a pair of numbers. Usually a pair of numbers, right? The first number shows the distance along, and the second number shows the distance up or down. The first number are known. Okay, show the distance alone. And the second number, and the second number shows the distance up or down. Show the distance up or down. So you say that the x coordinate is called the abscissa. Not the x coordinate, so it's called the abscissa. The y coordinate is called the ordinate. It's called the ordinate. So those are the piece of information that you need when you be learning the topic of coordinate geometry. Then now, you know what the meaning of coordinate, you know what the meaning of geometry. Then we combine these two words together with the word coordinates begin, and we have a topic called the coordinate geometry. So now, I would like to take you into the fundamental questions, what the meanings of coordinate geometry, before even we go into too much details about the question of the line, perpendicular lines, midpoints of the line distance between 2 points in the planes. We want to understand first, what is coordinate geometry? Pause the video and ask yourself that questions, and then pause and write on the piece of paper. Then after a minute or 2 minutes, after you have finished it to write your definition, you continue to watch the video to see the correction. So now we have just said the terminology on this general introduction. It's called the coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry. And the question, which is question 3, what is coordinate geometry? What is coordinate geometry? And the question. Coordinate geometry, we say that is a study of geometric figure of geometric figures, okay, by plotting them. The study of geometric figures, so this is the study of geometric figures by plotting them, the study of geometric figures by plotting them in coordinate axis, in the coordinate axis. In the coordinate axis. That's the meaning of 40 of the coordinate geometry. So it's a study of geometric figures. We take these geometric figures, we plot them in the coordinate axis. Which coordinate axis? Abscissa and the ordinate. So we say that figures such as, so wrote this now, figures such as straight line, such as straight lines, okay, such as straight lines, such as curves, circles, Okay, cycles, ellipse, ellipse, parabola, hyperbolas, parabola, polygons, so you say that figures such as straight lines, curves, cycles, ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, polygons can be easily presented to scale in coordinate axis, to scale. To scale in coordinate axis. So say figures such as straight lines, curves, cycles, ellipses, parabola, hyperbola, polygons can be easily presented to scale in coordinate axis. So that's the definitions of the coordinate geometry. Now I want to take you briefly onto some few applications of coordinate geometry before I take you into in the next session, that is session 2, when I'll take you into the computations of 40 of coordinate geometry. So applications, of course, this is the fundamental concept, fundamental topic. This is the first topic of basic mathematics for the Form 4. Applications of coordinate should know where we apply this topic. Coordinate geometry in real life. So there are many applications, but I chose 5 applications which I want to present to you. The first one, we said that it is used to specify the locations of different places on the earth. So coordinate geometry or geometry in general is used to specify what different places. Specify different it's used to specify the locations of different places, locations of different places on the earth. Okay? The large and longitude lines are an important lines on the maps of the earth. Are important examples of spherical coordinates in real life. So, mean that if, for example, latitude, which this will be actually like a x coordinate, right? And the longitude, which this will be actually like y coordinates, are used to show locations on the Earth's surface. For instance, example of the device that uses this example, the GPS. The GPS is called the Global Positional Satellite. So it's the one that's using effectively the concepts of coordinating geometry. That's the first application. The second applications in real life, we use the concept of coordinate geometry in photocopy electronics machine. So simply because we know what is it is coordinate. It means it's a pronoun of coordinate geometry. So it is used in electronics. So coordinate geometry is used in electronics photocopy. If you ever make a photocopy, for example, you want to make a photocopy of this book, right? So a photocopy of this book. So what's going to happen? So it means that you realize this book on the photocopy machine, and then the photocopy machine will use the concepts for coordinate geometry to produce exactly the exact photocopy of the original document. So that's what it is used in electronic photocopy machines. To do what? Photocopy machines. To produce what? To produce the exact copy of the original image. The exact copy. You have never thought the exact copy of the original document. You have never thought, even myself, I've never thought that the electronic photocopy machines are using coordinate geometry to produce a copy. I just know, even myself, I have a photocopy machine. So I just place the original documents in the place where I have to place, then I press the buttons, then I get a copy of it. But I've never thought that, so these photocopy machines, it has a functionality of using coordinate geometry on producing exact copy of original document. Interesting. Again, we have some other machines we call the scanners, electronic machines. So you say that is scanners, for the same use, you say scanners. So scanners are the electronic machines which used to convey the hard copy like this one to produce a soft copy of this. So you say that scanners, electronics machine. I like these machines because this is my area of interest, electronics machines. So this uses what? Coordinate geometry. Uses coordinate geometry. Uses coordinate geometry to produce exactly soft image. Produce the exactly soft image. Exactly soft image of the original image provided, of the original hard copy document. We go for the first step or the first application. All the air traffic and marine transport is managed and regulated by using coordinate geometry. Wow! For example, we have air traffic controller. These are people who used to, now it means that to control all the planes and all the aircrafts, all the helicopters, everything that is actually moving or traveling in the space of the particular country. There are air traffic controllers which are using, sometimes they may use satellites, but mainly they are using some special transmitters and receivers. For example, they are using radar, right? So they're using radar to make sure that to just it radar. But this radar, they locate these planes, and the planes, aircrafts, helicopters in the space by using coordinate geometry. So even they separate them by using coordinate geometry. First, so all the air traffic. So if you wish to be the air traffic controller or marine traffic controller, then you have to understand the topic of coordinate. All the air trafficking and the marine transport. Marine transport is managed and regulated by using coordinate geometry. Is managed and regulated by using coordinate geometry. So number 5, this is the homework 01 for students to fill the blank. So it means that number 5, I leave the blank. This is homework 01 for students to write at least one application of coordinate geometry. So that's the end of session 1 of general introductions of coordinate geometry. I would like to thank God who have been with me in the moment of preparations of this session, and I would like also to thank Him who has given me strength to teach you and clarify these informations and build a strong foundation in your mind that the devil cannot destroy it. And I'd like also to thank you for taking your time to follow, to join me, and even to listen and to understand what I've been trying to teach you. And may God really bless you. May God bless you abundantly for this thing that you've done. Just to remind you quick of the things, make sure that you visit our YouTube channels, Tanzania Online A-Level Circuit Schools, in square bracket, Tanzania Online O-Level Circuit Schools, in square bracket, Olenjolai. And then you have to make sure that you subscribe also onto our YouTube channel, so that, because we are going to have more than 300 videos that will be uploaded in this YouTube channel. So in order for you to get official notification, make sure that you subscribe, and hence you choose the all options. To click the bells, and hence you choose the all options. And you cannot subscribe without your official email. So first of all, if you don't have an email address, open the email address and keep your password, and even including your phone number for retrieve of your password in case that you've forgotten. So in the end, we ask you to read the more descriptions below. In case that you want to order books, just to go there in the descriptions of this video, then you'll see that how much does it cost you. And we used to ship books in all 31 regions of the Republic of Tanzania with a minimum affordable shipping cost. So that's what I wanted to make at the point for you. So thank you very much. I'd like to invite you in session 2, where I'll be teaching you now about the equations of the line, but I'll start with gradients. And after teaching you gradients, I'll start teaching you about equations of the line, and you'll enjoy the beauty of basic mathematics for the Form 4. So that's what I wanted to let you know. Make sure that you do that homework. You go through these contents before we add up the new contents, so that you can master and you can get prepared to pass extraordinary in exams in the subject of basic mathematics, even if that now you're in the last year, but you can change the history and write a new history in mathematics, physics, chemistry, and even biology also, because I know that you have been taught well. So may God really bless you and meet you in the next sessions. I'm praying for you. Please pray for me so that God might give me strength to do this business without any kinds of the struggles. So may God bless you. See you then.